Alexander Volkanovski versus Aljamain Sterling would be the big super fight right now. Volkanovski, without a doubt, is the best featherweight in the world. At 145 pounds, he's defended his title 5 times. And in his last fight, after beating Yair Rodriguez by TKO, it was punishing. People saw how decisive it was, how good Volkanovski really is. He's proved it. Without a doubt, great. People are really wondering who could beat him besides Makhachev. Although Volkanovski's great, he failed at his big dream in going up in weight. It's not going to be marketed like that. People aren't going to tell you that. Volkanovski knows it's true. That was his moment. He might have another moment if he can continue. Born in 1988, he still has some time. Aljamain Sterling is the current UFC bantamweight champion of the world. Although it's through controversy, he's out to prove everybody wrong and really continue at 3 title defenses so far. Aljamain Sterling still has a while to go before he becomes a vault. It's just a matter of time. 2-3 more fights, another year. People will be convinced that Sterling is that great. He is. Aljamain Sterling has surprised everybody. In his fights, he goes out there to win. And that's what he does, beating real top-notch competitors in his last 4 fights, really beating the greatest in the world. Guys like Henry Cejudo came back to do something great, and Aljamain Sterling took that moment from him. He told him no, that this is my time, and that was the end of Cejudo. I don't think Cejudo is coming back that fast. He's dominant. Cejudo couldn't top that. Cejudo couldn't take his dominance from him, and they couldn't take his momentum from him. Aljamain Sterling right now is a beast, and he's only getting better. A battle between these two guys right now would be a battle between the best, and it'd be a big step up for Sterling. Sterling would be going up there against what is a monster that will rip you apart, just take everything from you. And it looks like Volkanovski would rip him to part. He would beat him up so bad and send him walking backwards. And that's what everybody would think going into this fight, including me, that Alexander Volkanovski is a beast. He can't be beat right now. Volkanovski's not lost too many times in his career. The only loss he had was recent, was the Makhachev loss. And he was going up against a much bigger man, and he went all 5 rounds. He fought a close fight. People might think he would have won that fight. There's people out there that say he won that fight. Volkanovski, he's pretty much perfect. His only loss is way back in 2013. Nobody even knows about it. Aljamain Sterling, he's faced the best in the land, and that would give him some confidence going in there. But what he'd be facing is a bigger man, and a man with more momentum than him, and a man who's mean, that really wants to finish, really wants to hurt you. I really think that Alexander the Great would take it personally, that he would want to finish the Funk Master for even daring to step up into his category, his domain, his world, his realm of destruction. I think he would want to beat him up real bad. And I think that it would be different seeing Aljamain Sterling going up against this guy 10 pounds bigger. I don't know what he would look like. I don't know if Sterling would look that great. Sterling really relies on his speed and his ability to counteract and react in time, in motion, and just do it so quickly that you don't see it coming. And that's what he would be trying to bring into this fight. He would be trying to trick the eye of Volkanovski. Just one split second, one movement that he doesn't see, and get it. Pull it like as hard as you can and get it. And that's the difference between these two. I would think that Alexander Volkanovski would be looking to just go out there and beat him up, whether it be standing up, taking him down, beating him up on the ground, and just pulverizing him to that round ends and just bringing in so much gas, so much cardio, in that the second the next round starts, he's just going to be beating him again. That you can't take too much of that. That's what really stops a man. I think that the Funk Master would walk in there with no fear, just know that he's not going to see what he's doing. He's going to be too slick for him, and he's really just going to take him out. Could be some kind of submissions, getting his back somewhere along the course of the fight, a 5-round fight. I think that Aljo would know that he can get it done. He has good enough striking to stand in there, win rounds, and really bring it to him. And he's not going to burn out. That he will last longer than Volkanovski will. And I think that he would believe that. So that would be the difference between these two guys in this fight. Now, I think it's going to happen. This is the age of the super fights. Dana White doesn't care. He sends these guys back to their divisions with their titles, and nobody cares. They just keep on going. We're going to get to see who's greater. I would be picking, and it's pretty obvious, I'd be picking Volkanovski.